Welcome. Welcome, people. Let's put the volume down on this for a second. There we go. Got it on the background here. Yeah, sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I decided to get my sleeping pattern fixed. You know, by 10 o'clock I was so tired and I just had a nap, and then I woke up and I thought, you know, I'm still feeling sluggish and I don't think I'd be any use even attempt to stream, so I decided to just postpone it. And I'm obviously made a post on my Discord that I'm going to be having a nap, and that's it. So yeah, I'm feeling much better now. A good night's sleep always helps, you know, having a good night's rest. So today I'm just working on this commission. That's what we're going to do. I have not worked on it for a while, so obviously I'm using the streaming time to work purely on these comms. So that way you get to see the entire process, you know, me working on it. So I mean, there are times which I work outside the stream, but generally it'll be done through the stream, because I think that'd be fine. I think that'd be good. I'm just posting a few places that I'm streaming. Oh, let me just change the info. Just typed in. There we go. There you go. I think I must have done the same as well on the. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. There we go. Just going to copy this and paste it into some channels that I'm in, and then I'll begin. Yeah. Let's look at now going live. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And yeah, on there as well. And also on there as well. Done. So yeah, got my coffee. Oh, got the coffee there. Oh yeah, that hit the spot. Let me just make sure that Restream is doing what it's meant to be doing. It's connected. It's working. I hope this time DLive picks up that I'm streaming, because I think before it didn't do that. So excuse me. Oh, there we go. Let me try reloading the page. Also, something wrong with Ritalin, I say Ritalin there. Excuse me. Something wrong with the. Oh, there we go. Oh, excellent. Okay, so it seems to be working. Let me just see. Let's do a test. So the only thing it's not working is the connection between the chat with Picato. So that's the only thing that's not. I need to try and connect this up. So we have to look into that at some point. Yeah, because right now I've only got 3 chats connected. So anyway, yeah, got my little side beard thing going on. Look at that! I can see from my cam. I'm tempted to maybe trim this way. I think maybe just keep it like a nice goatee. I don't know. Maybe move down to a goatee. We'll have to see about that. I don't know what you guys think. Me going to a goatee instead of a lamb chop thing going on here. Oh, right. Let me see. Let me just see if this chat works here. Test. I don't think that even works. No. So this is not the right. Let me try something. So I think I started the stream without going to YouTube's thingy me bob. You know, if I do it here from here, I think. There we go. This might be it. Yes, it's gone through. It did go through. I'm confused. I'm a bit confused there. What's being recorded? Let me just pop this out. Oh, it seems to be working. So I'm just going to move this dock and move it into here. There we go. Oh, so there you go, toggle timestamp. Yeah, you know what? I should probably try and incorporate Restream chat service into my little window here, and I think that will probably resolve most of the problems in terms of, you know, what chats to focus on. But right now, it seems to be doing well. DLive is also there as well. DLive's also going through. I like that. Cool. Right. Let's minimize a few things here. So yes, the commission. I'm just going to bring up the thing here, canvas of the references. Here we go. Lovely. So we did a lot of things here. On my last session, we did a lot of little refinements, a lot of fixes, and it's looking really good. It's looking good. We've got to continue on though. Got to press on. Got to press on. Nice. Just top, belly. Let's work on the lower part of the legs here, because that's what we didn't get to do. So let's do that. Do lower legs. Call it lower legs. Lower legs. Let's start to bring this together. Let's bring this all together now. That's what we're trying to do. Got the layers and everything. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's begin. So I'll sit back in my chair a bit. I should probably have a pillow at the back, because that would help my back. You know, I should do that now. Let me get my pillow. Let me get my pillow. I've got my pillow. Little pillow. Pillow on the chair. Yeah. Makes it easy to sit back and look at that. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. Now I can sit on my chair. Good back. You know what? I should probably get a new chair as well. This is an IKEA chair, but still, I should probably get like those ergonomically fantastic chairs that, really help the back. You know, that's what I need. Let's get me one of those. Let's see here. Ah, yes. So what I was doing here, right, was the transition of the wolf to the dragon form here. That's what I was going for. So this is all like a transition effect going on here. So we're going to try and incorporate that transition here. You see, the line work's going to be going away, obviously. So we're going to get rid of the line work. But yeah, that's what we're going to get rid of. Get rid of line work is always good. There you go. I'm actually going to desaturate just a tad bit. I'm going to saturate it, so saturate and desaturate it, so it's not too, far off. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I've got to post on Twitter. I'm streaming. I should probably do that now. Don't you think? I think I should. TweetDeck. Invoke TweetDeck. Ah. Oh. Oh. Trying to find. There you go. So I had some tweets that were sent to me, and I didn't really notice I had the tweets. So, oops. I keep forgetting to check Twitter. That's how bad I am. That's how bad I am about these things. So, I'm just going to say I'm streamings, just to keep it generic. Streamings. There we go, done. Just like that. I'm going to obviously retweet it as well under my other account, so let other people know. That's all you need. Done. And closed. Just like that. See how quick that was? It's the quickest ever posting. Done. Let me see here. Yeah. So let's continue. Let's. Sorry, I was getting a bit carried away in terms of checking my tweets there. It's like, who's that? Who's that tweet there? Who's been tweeting me there? Let's see that's that. So we're going to get rid of the legs lines, back foot. That's the back foot. So we're going to get rid of that eventually. Well, that can go anyway. And that's the fore part there, yeah. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We'll be keeping on both of those things. So I'm adding some just slight shadows here, just to bring that under this kind of lighting, because as you can see, it's under the steering wheel, right under the car itself. So These values need to be pushed down a bit. There we go. And we can probably add a bit of saturation, just a darken saturation, just to enhance that leg a bit, right? Like so. Same here. This part is going to be highlighted with that blue as well, because I've noticed that this wolf has markings, this character has markings on his feet, and it's very important that I put those in. Yes, see, yeah, even though it's black feet, it's not full on black. So, actually, this part is actually lighter as well, so we might need to just sneak a little, yeah, we got sneak a little bit of brightness into those feet. Just a little highlight, because the highlight comes along the front, right? Like so. There we go. Guess this can stay there. Yeah, I can bring a little shadow there under the side. Yeah. So I was thinking, once I get this commission done, I'm thinking, I should probably go back to doing more Pokemon, or maybe start doing some more wildlife art, because I've not done some wildlife paintings in a while. It'd be nice to do some of that. I've also been approached by some people if I was available for doing some commission work, so I'll need to look into that, whether it's safe for work or not safe for work. If it's not safe for work, that usually means I won't be able to stream it on Twitch, but on Picarto on Mondays that'll be fine. Mondays that'll be fine to do, and maybe on weekends that'll be another possibility. But yeah, I need to definitely really look into that and see what happens. Yeah, just confirming the person that was wanting to add me on Discord. Yeah. Just looking at some posts that people have made. Some people make some wonderful art, and a lot of people do feel a bit. How should I say? They feel a bit deflated when they see really good art. And I think it's a good way of being appreciative of these things, right? Oh. Oh, it seems to be a social media thing going around about about breast milk and Starbucks latte, beast milk or breast milk. I don't know. Seems to be another trend. This trend's always flying around, so always keep an eye out on these things. But yeah, I just had a little chat on my Discord about maybe potentially doing a painting or illustration of Minerva Mink. If people want to see that, I can definitely look into that. That'd be a interesting and fun attempt, right? Minerva Mink. For those who don't know who Minerva Mink is, she was a rather strange character. Like she's your typical. I wouldn't say bimbo. She wasn't a bimbo, but she was like kind of like a gold digging character. Very very sexy looking, but very self-centered. That she cannot look beyond. I guess if you're filthy rich, she'll probably will date you because of that, or just that kind of character. So it's really, yeah. And she was part of a animated series called Animaniacs. I think back in the 90s, you can get away with characters like that. It didn't really matter. No one really saw the funny side, and everyone thought it was great. But like if you nowadays in today's society, that kind of character would be not be taken lightly. You know, a lot of people in the social media would probably have an uproar saying, you know, this kind of character doesn't really sum up what females are like. You know, females, you know, a lot of people in the female fandom or female audience in general would probably not be pleased with seeing such a character. So yeah, rather than bringing her back, which Animaniacs did do a reboot of the show, they didn't include her back. I think it's a great shame. That show had so much potential back then, but yeah, it would be nice for me to potentially make a drawing of her, an illustration of her. Yeah? We'll have to see what I can do in time I have. I mean, in terms of if I can squeeze a picture like that in, I should. I think I should. I'm still working on a Patreon piece. I've finished the two deers. I think I just need to take a second look at it. So maybe I'll look at it tonight before I go to bed. But yeah, there is a possibility I could just maybe spend this weekend working on that. Maybe skip any kind of relaxation day off, just do some fun stuff for myself. And by that I mean, you know, Merv and Mink and all, make some fun characters. Mind you, I should be working on the comic, so there is that. The comic. I was meant to work on that yesterday, which is what the stream was going to be about. But I was going to stream actually. I was going to stream just for an hour on the commission part, but I thought the commission needs more attention than the comic. Sad to say, you know, it's wonderful people have offered their money to me to make their characters come to life on a canvas, and it's my duty to uphold, to honour that. So to bypass that to work on personal things would be not good. So, and I'm happy to work on this until it's done, and then when it's done, if and when it's done, I can then work on personal stuff. But I've always dedicated time for personal things and work-related things, and this is one of them. I was going to work on this at lunchtime today, but the place I'm working right now, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a deadline this Friday of some stuff I need to get done, some creative work, and obviously, I cannot spend as much time as I'd love to on this. I should have done, but I worked through my lunch to get the additional stuff done, you see. So yeah, it's important, these things, right, to get these things done. But yeah, but regarding this, like, the best time the reason why I've been doing it on stream is that it means I'm dedicating time to this, and you guys that are watching or keeping this as keeping these videos as logs, kind of like a vlog of my work as I do them on YouTube. So anyone down the line in the future wants to sit back and hear me wobble on about things, they can watch them. All my videos are available, till forever. So yeah, all good. There we go. Escapist Weird West preview. Dishonored meets Red Dead in an immersive sim. Oh. Looks like a werewolf kind of thing going on here. Interesting. Let me sign out of I was AFK on Discord voice when streaming. So tomorrow, just remembered, tomorrow's Thursday. That means Resident Evil. Oh boy. I definitely am going to try and turn up early to play that, because it was a lot of fun. I did enjoy playing on normal, even though it was too easy. It was very easy. I think I only died once, but that was just testing the waters, that kind of thing, rather than clumsily getting myself killed. Yeah. Shorts, put the shorts up. There we go. Shorts sit on top of the lower legs there. Yeah, yeah, it was great. I can definitely consider playing it on a harder difficulty now, considering that I know exactly what things are coming up, and that's important, right? So knowing when the bosses are coming up, knowing when an event's coming up, or a certain part which requires a bit of focus, and then there's parts which obviously, you're gonna need a bit of luck, right? Because that dog, the canine kennel part was pretty much luck. If you're not careful, you could die. That was pretty much the bottom line of that section. There's no way you can, if you do it wrong, you're gonna die. That's it. You will not survive that, and it's the end of you. It's game over. It's game over. So things like that I noticed in the game, and I need to keep an eye on it, right? It's a bit too light there. Let me just mop that down a bit. There we go. So I'm trying to make. I think that should be darker here as well, so that's all going to come back up here again. So, same here. We've got some sneaky little person on Picato Anaconda 1. If you're tuned in, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. It's fine to lurk. If you want to lurk, it's fine. Lurking is allowed. That's what I say. Lurking is allowed. Ah, Mog. Mr. Mog, how's it going? How are you this evening? I saw you was playing, for the past few days, you've been playing Darkwood. I thought that was a zombie game. Some form of horror game. I was impressed. I was just thinking, oh, Mog is playing a horror game. Okay, this is good. And then I find out it's not much of a horror game. It's not a horror game. It's some sort of simulation management. It's a survival horror. Yeah, like top down survival horror. And it needs to be more scary. It needs to be more terrifying. We need like phasmophobia level of fear, right? That's we need that kind of terrifying feel. It's good for the heart, it's good for the heart and everything else, Well, it's pretty darn scary things going on. You need to play 7 Days to Die with us. I don't know if you heard of that game, 7 Days to Die. It's survival horror. First person, has a bit of Minecraft to it as well, so you build bases and stuff. A lot of fun. It can get scary because zombies can again like sneak up on you when you least expect it, and you can like flinch, very spookily. But yeah, it's a great little action game. It's better in co-op. Yeah, you should try it. Yeah, it's better with people. I play with 2 other people, so there is always space there if you want to play. I mean, obviously it's got an RPG element to it, so the more you play, the more you level up and stuff. And there is a bit of mine, like not grinding, but mining. You can mine for materials and stuff like that. So things like that can feel a bit sluggish, but when you play with other people, we all kind of collate together the materials, so it makes it less hectic, if you know what I mean. Darkwoods made me jump up quite a lot. Ooh, we should stream it. You should stream that. I think you should stream your experience of such a game. Or is it streaming not your fad? Not much of a streamer. Let's get the hair, copy of the hair still to do. Just gonna knock this down a bit more because it's a bit too bright. There we go. I should. I'm not an intending person though. Oh, that's fine. I mean, streaming. I mean, even though in streaming you have to be entertaining. I don't think I'm entertaining. I just I just talk a lot, or I'm trying to talk a lot, but not too much where I'm talking fluff. Sometimes it's just good to say what you think what you think you're doing. Think is going on, and I think that's fine. Huh? I've been trying to think about staying quiet as well at times. Like I'm thinking like maybe I'm just talking too much when I'm painting, and I shouldn't. Sometimes it's good just to have a little breather, let people just enjoy the silence, and obviously listen to the coffee music in the background, and not worry about. Oh, doesn't this guy shut up? He just keeps on talking whilst he's painting. Just shut up and paint, and we'll watch. As I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to balance it out. Oh, you've got a VR headset, you haven't you, Mog? I've just remembered you have a VR headset. Or is it Bunny who has it? Who has the VR headset between you two? Oh, okay. There's an amazing game on it called Until You Die. Oh, sorry, Until You Fall. Until You Fall, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's on Humble Bundle right now for like $10. I bought it for like I think I spent about £15. I think. Yeah, give some to a Fox charity. But it's amazing swordplay, and it's a roguelike swordplay game, and it's a good workout. I mean, I played it on Sunday and I was just sweating. I was like, oh, it's a bit of a workout, waving your arms around. It'd be hilarious to see yourself like without the what you're seeing, just seeing this person swinging his arms around like. But it's fantastic. You should check it out. I'll send you a link to it. Let me send you a link to it. But like, obviously you haven't got a VR headset, but I thought it's fantastic. Let me just see. Where's the blooming? You should, yeah. I mean, like I said, I always tell people if you're not, I mean, with me, I bought a Quest 2, and that's fine. I mean, it's a good entry VR headset, and if you've got a good PC, which it looks like you have, with an RTX card, it works just fine. You just need an uplink cable, and you can play any of the VR games on PC on Steam, and you can still have as much fun as you would have an Index. I mean, and then if you feel like you really want to invest more, then you can always get the Index, if that makes sense. So, but it's a good starting point, and I think you'll be surprised how fun it is. Even though I don't use it as much, there are some games in there which are fun to play, like especially Phasmophobia. I think Phasmophobia would be a great addition for giving it a go. Giving it a little smash through and see how you find that. I'm trying to find this blooming. Where's this? I posted it somewhere. Let me see. Where did I post it? Oh, hang on. No, that's not it. I think. I know. I posted it in Telegram. That's why. Let me load up Telegram. So. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Mog. There we go. Might be a good idea. I might not pop out. I might not pop out a lot of money until I'm sure I'm not going to vomit everywhere. And well, you can always get like. I mean, I've been reading some tips on like what people should do if they suffer motion sickness. Obviously, some people say have some some motion sickness pills before you go into VR. Some people say have some ginger. Eat some slice of ginger. Or maybe a delicious ginger gin and tonic. That's why I used to have a gin and tonic, Japanese Roku gin with some slices of ginger in it. I have a swig of that before I jump onto VR. That's a nice little relaxing. That was when I that was when I was VR crazy. When I bought the Quest 2, I was on VR chat almost every evening after work, and yeah, but it helped, I did feel motion sickness sometimes, but the thing is, it's all to do with the refresh rate, if that makes sense. If you've got a slow PC, then you're going to notice the sluggishness, and that's when the motion sickness can kick in. But if you have a good PC, like I'm sure you do, you're a very good. I'm sure you have a very good PC. You won't notice that. You won't notice that. The horrible sluggishness. I mean, at first, when I first played Phasmophobia, right? The only time I felt motion sickness was turning around. So when you rotate on the spot, the camera's like moving like that. It feels weird, right? Because your camera's rotating, but you can have it so it snaps. At 45-degree angles. So you move like you can tap left and it'll like instant rotates you, so you don't have to worry about turning that way. But I mean, you can turn that way if you want to, but you got the option of just instant turning. Yeah. You should be fine. I'd say if you want to give it a try, I think Quest 2, I'd say get the lowest Quest, because I assume you're not going to be playing it offline, right? I mean, with my one, I didn't bother. I didn't bother with playing on any of the Oculus stuff, because obviously I don't want to sign my soul to Facebook, even though I've signed up with Facebook. But they have is my details, but they don't. It doesn't say what I've been playing, because all the games I have been playing are through Steam, through PC VR. So I don't think they track PC VR stuff, because it's third party, right? So, and all the games I'm getting are on Steam anyway. So, I mean, all the games you can play on the Oculus are optimized. That's the thing. They're all optimized games, whereas on the PC, you're getting the full whack. You're getting whatever your graphics card can push out into the headset. So there you go. So yeah, it's great. If you do get it, it means we can play Phasmophobia in VR finally. And you can really experience the terror. I have a geeky networking setup and some gigabytes through it, so never. There you go, never offline. There you go. But yeah, I'd say get it, because get one headset and see how it feels, and if you like it, and if Bunny likes it, you can get two headsets. They can both come into VR chat, or get Bunny involved in Phasmophobia. I'm sure you like Phasmophobia. I can imagine Bunny in Phasmophobia. It would just be absolutely shitting himself. Pardon swearing there. Ooh. Plus Halloween's coming up as well. Don't forget, Halloween is coming up, so it's that time. Bunny is hilarious. I thought he'd be scared, but he picks fights. Oh, you know what? So that means, well, the thing is, if that ghost hunting game gets more updates, maybe we should get that game. We should try that game next. The ghost ghost hunt something. I forgot what it's called now. It's the one where you find the ghost, and then you got to use a bit of exorcism to get rid of it. And you got to read from the. I think you got to read from the Bible as well. I cast thee out, dark spirit, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. He can really use his vocal cords just to banish that ghost into the dark void, dark shadows. I think existential terror is more Bunny's brain. Oh, is that really up on there? Oh, is that white? Ooh, okay. I have to fix that. Yeah. So am I to believe that you're going to get a VR headset now? If I shouted Bible scriptures, my neighbours will think I've finally gone nuts. That's fine. You can say it's the COVID's that's causing you to do that. Banishing the COVIDs from your body. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Oh. Well, I look forward to hearing that you get yourself a VR headset. Then I'll be like, wee. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, since I completed Prey, all right, on Nightmare, which obviously I made it kind of made it look easy there because I think I was human only. I'm maybe tempted to return to that as maybe try a different build or try the Moon Crash. Obviously, Moon Crash is a very different game type, right? I'll add to my purchase list so far. There's Infi Enterprise Switch, a Robot Mop, and now a headset. You don't need an iPhone. Don't need a new iPhone. Forget the iPhones. Don't need the iPhones. A Robot Mop. I was actually looking at those robot hoovers, the ones that spin around and stuff, because because we've got a wooden floors in the living room. You know, like the entire floor. Our entire floor downstairs is all wooden. So I guess it would make sense to have something like that roaming around, but I'm not sure. Yours is an ancient phone. Oh wow. Yeah, you have to. I recommend. Oh, okay, okay. But does it actually keep things clean? I mean, does it? I'm sure it probably does, but how much does it actually? Does it? I'll need to read up on this. I may need to read up on all this robot mop robot vacuum cleaners. It's like technology is like getting too far. They have Earthy G30. It's no frills, but does the job nicely. Okay, okay. Oh boy, I have to look into this. It's like hoovering is my least favorite thing to do in every. You know what? I'll be honest. I've not hoovered my room. I've not hoovered my room for like almost a week now, and like there's bits of hair. My hair is like my hair's the only thing that falls out of my head right now. It's on the floor. So you find little bun, yeah, like little bun fluff, no, bun fluffs, not bun fluffs of hair wrapped up, swirled together. So I need to like tomorrow I need to do some hoovering, but it would be nice to have a robot which scooped it up. A robot doing my biddings. And yes, tons of dirt, literally full bin every day because it goes under things. It took 2 weeks to start. Ah, okay. Is it noisy? That's the other question. Is it a noisy machine or is it like just a humming? Does it do any noises and stuff? It'd be interesting to see it to know how much. Very quiet. Okay, okay. You know what? I might do that for my parents. I think I might have to look. The effigy, Ufi G30, Ufi G30. I'm gonna keep this googled. Ufi. I might look into that. If it's good, I might get it for my parents. G30. Okay, this looks interesting. Oh, the sub brand of Anchor. Okay, now that's interesting. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, this looks interesting. Yeah. Oh wow, you see it sets the map and everything. That's pretty cool. I assume when you first get it, you just have to let it roam around so it gets familiar with the room, right? Is that correct? Hmm. I guess the G30 seems like a respectable price if it does the trick, right? £300, £350. No, maps out perfect. Okay, but I assume when it arrives, it has to scan the room, right? So it knows what your room layout. From because I'm looking at some screenshots of like someone's on their phone and it shows the map of your room. So I assume this machine scans the room first, right? It probably gets all self-aware of your room, or does it? Does it just automatically just goes places and stops and turns around and? Because it looks like it scans the room, right? Manual control, cleaning history. This is amazing. This is incredible. not fancy. It doesn't need a map at first. It just cleans everything it can reach. Oh, okay, that's good. Can it go over bumps like basically, you know, from the kitchen, like for example, kitchen to from our front room to the corridor leading to the front door, right? There's like a little bump, you know, the wooden little separator thing, you know. I assume it's got wheels to go over that. I assume that should be fine. From looking at it, I don't see it being a problem. It looks like it can do that, but don't know if it's got any clearance. Should we have some? Should have enough clearance for it to. Means you can do. You can't. Means you can't tell to do individual rooms, but the stuff it does. Okay. That's incredible. This is incredible. Yeah, it has no difficulty going up. The other question is, it won't fall off landings, will it? Like stairs and stuff. Like if it was riding along a landing, it's not going to fall off the stairs, is it? That's the other question. Because obviously, if it does my room, I want it to do the other rooms as well. Obviously, it avoids the landing. Nope, I'm upstairs. One never does that. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm sold. I think I'm sold. I think this Black Friday, if it goes on sale, I'm gonna get me a robot vacuum made, and she will clean the stairs and cleans everything, everything for me. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I think £300 is. I mean, I guess for what it's worth, that's probably the reason why it's that expensive, because it does a good job. But yeah, £300 is a bit up there. But if it goes down to, like you say, 210, I'd be down with that. I'd be happy to give that a try. Oh, forehand. Oops, putting the wrong layer. Oh, there we go. Lower legs. There we go. Bang. Don't be tempted to get one with the mop. It's just it's a bit half-assed. Okay, so I assume the one I need is just a G30. That's it. This is incredible. Yeah, that's the one I use. Yeah, cool. That looks good. Well, this is yeah. I'm keen giving this a try now. See, the other problem is that I can see that can happen is hair. My hair's long, and I can imagine it scooping up hair. It's not gonna do a good job, right? I think the other problem is that the landing. My landing is carpet. That's the problem. So I might have to get that changed to make it a wooden floored landing. It means the floors will be a bit colder in the mornings and during the winter time, but at least the robot can sweep up the dust or any other horrible stuff. I want an iRobot Bravia M6 for mopping, but the price makes me cry. Oh. So it's a self mopping machine. Wow. Okay. This is interesting. This is interesting. This is getting okay. I might have to. Oh, I have to see how good this machine is now. Oof. I definitely will get it for my parents now. Like, because my mum does the hoovering. Bless her. If I told her that there's a machine out there that does it, can do it at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, I think that'd be so nice in terms of like, tell her, look, mum, don't need to do anything, don't need to do any of that crazy work. We've got something that can do it all for you, with a click of a button. In this case, automated robot. Oh, it's a bit warm as well. Turn the heating on again. Every time I stream, I start building up heat. There we go. That's called a cool tower air. So yeah, in the winter time, I'm also going to be investing in a what do you call it? An air conditioning unit as well. I shop about two. Mine worked for me, but neighbour has a different brand, and it's great too. To spend more, you get more features. But I didn't a rocket ship. I think for me, as long as it does nighttime, like as you said before, like if it does like a self turns on its own and it just does the thing at night, that's perfect. And I think the hair thing is like, you know, my hair. My mum goes mental when she says like you got your hair's all over the frigging floor on the landing. You know, it's like so is your hair. And I'm like, that's not my hair, it's your hair. Get this debate about whose hair it really is because me and my mum both have long hair. So yeah, can't be my dad's hair because dad's gone near bald. So yeah, it's like yeah, discussion always fires off for like whose hair it really is. So I guess having a machine like that which scoops up hair would be very, very nice. And have something for my room as well. I think having a vacuum like that, having something like that in my room, going around every so often would be nice too. But this room is fairly small. It's very small for such things. But yeah. I think the legs are almost done. Just getting this pattern down. Doesn't replace hoovering entirely, but you need to do manual hoovering once in a few weeks, mostly to get the. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, but I think for the living room, I think that'd be a fantastic device. Because the living room's pretty big, right? And obviously, because it's wooden floored, I'm sure that machine can just go around where it needs to and just scoop up places where it doesn't reach and everything. I think that'd be a fantastic. A nice addition to have, I think. Yeah, definitely would be good to have that. Let me just close that. Press the wrong button. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I just had it in my mind that the living room would be a perfect place for vacuuming. This machine would do the job there. It's not good for pets either. It doesn't take poop. Oh yeah, I read an article about that. I read an article about like the I think it might have been that. It might have been Oof. It might have been that brand. That these robots will now be able to detect poo. Dog poo, and other horrible things. It'll avoid them. Rather than running over them. You don't want. Oh yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't have any pets. No dogs or cats or anything like that, so yeah, it's the top end. Yeah. That is funny though to think about. Like, you come home and like the machine has just like it's clean. It has cleaned your room, but it's smeared everything as well. Fragrant after smell. Oh, smeared out. Bad doggo. Dog's fault. Blame the dog. Blame the doggo. Do you have any doggos or pets, Mog? I don't think I've asked you. I've asked if you have any pets in the house. Any rabbits? I'm sure Bunny would be love to have rabbity little rabbits in the house. Friend still uses his two cats. Just uses them manually in the. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. That's the best time to see it, isn't it? Let it run in the daytime when you can see everything. Because obviously, cats at night, cats always moving around at night. You can imagine them being scared of something moving around, and then cat poops in fear about what this thing's moving around. You really want a dog, but lockdown means they are. Oh wow, that's expensive. What even if you'd get a dog from a shelter, I would have thought dogs from shelters would be less, wouldn't they? If you get from dog shelter, dogs that need homes, or I'm not sure how that system works. I've not actually read into it, but I would have thought unless you're getting a brand new dog, like a puppy or something, then yeah. Oh. It keeps me on sort of another layer there. Keeps me on another layer. No dogs in the local shelter unless you want a pit bull that needs plenty of space, no kids and no nearby cats and oh yeah, you don't want that. No. But I'm sure. Oh, okay. I would have thought there'd be people out there, give up dogs who are, obviously not pit bulls, but like, yeah. Oh, I'm spending too much time watching these soppy YouTube videos about people, animals being left behind and stuff, and then they find a home. Maybe soon, but when everyone wants to go back to work. Yeah, like crime. Cheers for the little cheeky little raid there. 2 people. Oh, one person. Yeah, one person. There's 2, then it became 1. Thank you. Every number counts. Thank you very much. Thank you. How's your session? What was you doing? What was you doing, some arting, or? Lots of people trying to sell their animals at the moment. It's sad. Yeah. This is why, like, animals is owning a pet is a real commitment. You're just gaming. Okay, cool. What game was you playing? You do it on Wednesdays. Okay. Gaming's good. All kinds of gaming. Okay, all kinds. I like that. That's the best sort. All kinds of gaming. Yeah, I mean, I think when I retire, if and when I retire, I'll probably get a rabbit. I think a rabbit will be a nice pet to have. Just relax, maybe a cat. Cats might be a decent thing as well. But then again, dogs are much better. Dogs make lovely pets, because they're more loyal, and you can. Cats are just there, aren't they? Dogs are more I don't know. Dogs are more lively, right? I don't know. It's just, I have to see when I get older. Rabbits don't live long. No, they don't. No, nothing. Well, nothing lives long. Nothing lives long. Dogs, cats, rabbits, fish. Well, fishes do live quite long, but literally you take care of them. But nothing lasts forever. But that's the other thing. Loss, pet losses for me. Oh man, I lost my goldfish. I was bummed out. I was really bummed out for a while. It's part of life, isn't it? But still, oof. Get a turtle. They'll outlive you and your descendants. Oh, a turtle. Yeah, that'd be good. Birds last a lifetime. Are you sure? I don't think birds last a lifetime, do they? Really? Birds last. I think turtle will be. African greys last decades. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Perhaps live up to like 30 years or more. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. It's best to get a bird then. A bird. Get a parrot. Parrots are pretty cool. I think the nice thing about birds is that they'll go at night time. They'll go to bed. They go to bed at night time. They close their eyes. They go to bed. That's it. You don't have to worry about at night time. But in the morning, I'm sure they'll wake you up with their squawking and whatever. But interesting. Because I know with dogs and cats, I think that they have weird sleeping patterns, right? They'll walk around at night. They'll move around. If you're sleeping, they'll probably wake you up. And stuff like that. You have to cope with that. And I was gonna say you put a sheet over the cage to let them, remove it when you're done when done sleeping. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking about like owning pets like that, which are, it's good. And oh, what's going on here? And yeah, pets with less management. That's what you want, right? Because if you have a busy if you have a busy schedule in your life, right, then owning a pet, it's a big responsibility as well, isn't it? It's like it's difficult to commit, right? You got to commit to these things in the end, don't you? Dogs sleep overnight. Cats can have zoomies at 2 a.m. Depends on the cat. Yeah, zoomies. So, what is a zoomies? What you need to explain this, Mog. I've never owned a cat before, so this when you say it's zoomies, that's like completely alien to me. You have to explain what does zoomies do. It sounds like something that they spaz out and it's like some form of cat coffee, meow coffee, meow meow coffee. Yeah, meow meow coffee. They fly about like cats possessed, running up and down the stairs. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that. Oh, famous amphetamine fueled. Oh man, can you imagine you're sleeping right, and all you can hear is like the stairs going, just like drumming. And then the only way to solve it is by throwing a slipper. Yeah, throwing a slipper out at the stairs. You get used to it. I wonder, right? I wonder if there's a YouTube video of like 1 hour of cats running up and down the stairs at night. Just the sound of it, because you can find like a lot of ASMR kind of help you sleep kind of sounds like static, um, sounds like sounds of being on a ship. On the Enterprise. When you can hear that humming sound. I've slept to that. That feels so nice when you sleep on that. It felt like I was sleeping in my quarters on the Enterprise, and obviously uh, Picard's on his shift, and I'm just having a nap on my bed. Yep, don't mind me, Captain. I'm just off shift now. Done my work for today. It's really nice, the humming sound as I've been in space. There's also sounds of rain. There's sounds of fire, like fireplace. Really relaxing sounds like that. These are reef tank. Hard to keep the tank, but the animals are easy. Yeah, I've got a fish tank. That's all I have. But my mum was saying I should get rid of it because I've not had any pets in. I've not had any fish in it for almost 3 or 4 years now, since my goldfish passed away. I've kind of just been in obviously lockdown hasn't helped. Lockdown has prevented me from going to get some replacement fish, and all that. So there is that. But that's no excuse, right? That's no excuse for me to not get fish. I should probably get something in there. But part of me's thinking, maybe I should just call it quits and just remove it basically. Just get rid of it. Don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. Really, I just love the sound of water. Water, yeah, it doesn't make me wee, but I think the other thing I liked was seeing the fish just roaming around. I think that natural, just see them swimming around, doing their own thing. Minding their own business. Just chilling. I think that was a therapeutic thing, right? Hmm. And then some a bit of a fluff here, so it implies that it's changing. Oh, you know what? I thought about what if I streamed XCOM. XCOM would be a terrible game to stream because that I'll get killed. I'll be safe skimming so hard on that game. Unbelievable. Just the thought of that came to me. Games I have not tried yet. Oh, actually, I've also mentioned someone kindly gifted me Call of Cthulhu, the new one, the new Call of Cthulhu. Um, it looks interesting. I've not actually looked into it properly. Is it Call of Cthulhu? It's called. Hang on, what is it? Yeah, Call of Cthulhu. Yeah. XCOM is an amazing game to stream. Just the name of soldiers you follow. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I could play FTL Light, FTL Faster than Light, and then I can name crewmen after people. I think I've did that before. That'd be the other thing. At least in that game, it's just straight away. You know how many. Yeah, it's brutal. It is brutal. Mind you, I have been playing Void Bastards. I don't know if you've played that, Mog. It's fantastic. It's FTL meets first person shooty, and it's really good. It was free on on Epic Games, and I've been playing it for a while now and then. It's really good. It has the same kind of functionality as FTL. Where you have to where you go across different you have to go for different sectors, and each sector has a station, right? And you have to go in and salvage the station, and you got randomly generated ships, randomly generated monsters, really good voice acting. The voice acting is a cross between Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the original one, right, and some bizarre Cockney, just really cool. I wouldn't say Cockney, but like really good British voice acting. I thought it was fantastic. It kind of reminds me like a dark version of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and it's funny as well. It's funny as well because you can die multiple times, and after you die, another person replaces that person that died. So the story goes on. But so yeah, it's got an FTL feel for sure. Um, and it's got an RPG feeling as well, because obviously the more you play, you unlock new things, and that helps you progress further. And obviously, yeah, things get harder each time, but at the same time you're getting stronger, so it makes sense. But yeah, it's great. Same with you, Crime. It's worth checking out. Faster Than Light. Sorry, Void Bastards, not Faster Than Light. Void Bastards. Getting confused with the two. Well, I wouldn't say strategy. I wouldn't say strategy. It's more action and survival, because when you enter a ship, there's no oxygen. The oxygen's going down, and obviously every ship has an oxygen station, so you can refuel your oxygen. But then sometimes you may come across stations which have no power, so you have to turn the power back on, and then you have to, like, if you see a turret, you can either hack it, or you can find the security station on the ship and just deactivate the security temporarily. There's a lot of things that can go on randomly, and they obviously have the inhabitants on the ship, which are not friendly. They're not happy to see you. You know, that randomizes. But your aim is to go in there, salvage as much as you can, including fuel and food, because without fuel and food, you're gonna die. So on top of that, you've got to salvage scrap as well, stuff to help you build more items and upgrade items, and you need ammo as well. Ammo is scarce, so you have to like salvage the ship to find ammo. Obviously, given the time you've got on that ship, you got to move fast. Sometimes it's all randomized as well, so sometimes you get random stuff happening on the ship which you may not like. Like your oxygen may run out quicker than it normally does, so you have to move in quicker. But the thing is, you can leave the station any time you want. You can leave the salve. You can leave the Hulk, the ship. But if the question is, do you have enough food or fuel to make it to the next jump? If you don't, then you've got no choice. That's that kind of, got to make those decisions. My favourite game at the time was 2003 Random Custom Map Service. Oh yes. See, my favourite on Unreal Tournament 2014. Was it 2014? It was 2014, hang on. Yeah. Unreal Tournament 2014. My favourite was Invasion maps. Don't know if you remember Invasion. Do you remember Invasion? And someone made a mod where you fight all the Unreal 1 monsters, and the more you kill... Oh, it's 2004! Yes, not 2014, 2004, sorry. Yeah, ouch. Yeah, my memory. See, I know we're old. I know we're old. Um, yeah. So there was a server mod, right? It was an invasion map, right? So you can drive vehicles. Great. The thing was, you get wave after wave of, like, it was wave per wave of monsters from Unreal One, and if you kill them, you get points. And then when you level up, you can spend points into like health regen, ammo regen, um, like team power, stuff like that. So it made the game like into RPG elements. Obviously, every time the waves got harder, the enemies got harder, and just it got crazy. And obviously, you can get into vehicles and run monsters over, but monsters can wreck your vehicle up if you're not careful. But yes, it was. Yes, yes. I was planning to install Unreal One to find that those servers, the monsters, those invasion servers, because there's still a few of them. People still play these games on the original Unreal. So I was thinking to maybe just go back to it, you know, go back to giving that a try, playing those classic invasion servers, because that's where that's it's because like most of the servers are RPG based, right? So it's good. It's good. Are we down for that? If I can find a server there, so if I can get it running as well. I've been having problems running Unreal One. I think it's to do with the patch, because it's such an old game. Steam decided to just like not work. How much even the story in the rules. Yeah. So the thing about Unreal One, there wasn't much of a story. It was because I think Unreal One, to me, I think it was just more of a demonstration of the engine, right? Because none of the maps, none of the worlds have any cohesion. Yeah, Sunspire. Sunspire was my favorite world. That and the music in that, the soundtrack to Sunspire stuff is phenomenal. In fact, all of the music in Unreal One is phenomenal. It's just, oh, it's just amazing. It's a shame I can't play any of it right now, because obviously, you know, friggin' Twitch or YouTube, or they'll probably get upset with me playing and proper stink about it, right? Just always up to no good with. Oh, yeah. But that game had some good music. Oh, in fact, I posted it on my server actually. I'll link it to you as well, Mog. I actually found this. You might like this. You will like this. I posted this in music, but I pasted you directly. Look at this. Someone created a remastered version of the Unreal soundtrack or soundtracks, should I say? They sound really good. 2019 as well, remastered in 2019, so not that long ago. You should give, if you've not played it, I assume you have. You should probably try playing Deus Ex. Deus Ex was amazing as well for its time. Yeah. I was listening to that a few days ago, and I heard it. I was like, "Oh my god, this is good." If you want, also, if you want, where's it going? If you like that, let me just find the other one. Where did I post it? Here we go. Finished SX. I love Thief 2. Oh yeah, 2 yeah. 2 or Thief 2. I need to play Thief 2. I completed Thief 1 hands down, so I think Thief 2 will be the next one to go. Thief 2 will be next to try out. Check this out. So this is the Bandcamp of the person who created the soundtrack for the original Deus Ex. These are like the remix versions by him. So what this is like next level. If you when you think that nothing can topple the Deus Ex soundtrack or Deus Ex music, this is like the person who made the original songs, revamping them. It's so good. Alexander Brandon. Yeah, you'll like that. 17 tracks from Deus Ex, or should I say the revitalized Deus Ex, modernized Deus Ex music by their original composers. Now that is just phenomenal. I actually like Thief remake. No. That Thief was horrible. I didn't like it. I'm sure. Yeah, I just don't like it because there's no voice of Garrett. Garrett is Stephen Russell. Stephen Russell is Garrett, the voice of Garrett. That's the only thing that wound me up. I think if he was still in the game, if his voice was still in the game, I probably would have said, you know what, it's an alright game. It may be awful, but it's alright. Anything Frank Kalpecki is amazing, except for some words of Sill. Sill. What is Sill? Is that a... What is Sill? Oh, Sill is a... Oh, okay. Have I ever met her? Have I met Sill? Silverwind? Is it Silverwind or... Sill? Sounds familiar. Name sounds familiar. Name sounds awfully familiar. Don't know, maybe. Probably there are. Those names. So many people have their names. I think the worst part is when people change their names, right? They change their names from... They change their names just for the sake of it, or new character or whatever. And I'm like, don't change your name. I have to remember another name now. Like Mog, if you change your name to something else, you know, that's like more things to memorize, right? Same with Bunny, you know. If you change his name to something else. Frank did music for Command & Conquer, Warriors of the Eternal Sun, Lands of Law. Wow, really? Okay. Oh, I tell you what you should play, Mog. You should play Dune 2, Battle of Arrakis. I had that game on my Amiga, and that was an amazing game. That was the first game, semi-first game that Westwood Studios created. It was their first. I think that was the first Command & Conquer game. But obviously, it's a bit limited. It feels a bit limited when you play. You can't select multiple. It's difficult to select multiple units at once, but you have to select it individually. But it was a damn good game. Oh really? Okay, I'll have to look into this like further now. They mention it. See what he's been up to, this Frank fellow. There we go. Here, feet are kind of getting there. Right, let's look at something else. I've been looking at that, doing that foot area for quite a while. Let's go back to the face again. The head. Checked, yeah, it's him. I love the music style. That's why I love dark synthwave. Oh, see, I never mind. I didn't mind dark synthwave. I just like. I don't mind, like, I like synthwave, but dark synthwave I like now and then. I don't overly like it. I think, yeah, like, I've same with vaporwave. I mean, vaporwave doesn't really do much for me. I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't know. I have to listen to it. If I listen to something, if I like it, then I like it. That's all. That's the kind of person I am. It's a bit of a weird thing, right? You have to listen. I'd have to listen to the track a few times, and if I get drawn into it, if I like, yeah, this is like. That is a tune, and I'll listen to it again and again, and then that's good. But like this one, when I made a mixtape with Miyabi, you know, what's that, the first synthwave mixtape. I forgot what it's called now. Ah, damn. Betamax Bunny. Yeah, I was at the Betamax Bunny mix. That went through, like, I listened to all those tracks I picked with Miyabi. Those tracks, we listened to it again and again and again. We had to like get familiar with it, and knowing is this the right track. But like those were like sweet tracks we nailed, and it's trying to find those tracks again. And it's a work of art. That song was that mixtape was a work of art. Carpenter Brut is one of the best dark. Yes, he is. I do. There are some tracks I do like by Carpenter. Yeah. Got back Carpenter. Ugh. Bit of a brown here just to get that Norge a bit more interesting looking. Black in there. There we go. Yeah. I mean, quite recently, I mean, since after Synthwave, I started looking into Italo music. I don't know if you've heard of Italo. I tend to play it quite a lot on my, excuse me, I tend to sometimes play it quite a bit on my not safe for work streams on Picato, because Picato doesn't really care about what kind of stuff's played, you know. Excuse me, hiccups all. Had a hiccup there. I drink some water. Yeah, I would listen to that a bit, quite a fair bit. Italo's very 80s-y, 80s like synthy, synthesizer kind of music. When I'm in a mood, I play Richard Cheese. Ah, I mean, if you want some Italo, I can link you some Italo. There's one I linked to, which there's one song which could be in relation to COVID, if you want it. Let me find it. The video. Oh, found it. Found it. If you want it, I can send you it over. There you go. You're gonna start laughing your ass off when you see this. Yeah, this reminds you of COVID, I guess, but it's a great catchy song. But it's Italo. This is Italo, I guess. Looks like what sort of workplace you got? I've got my lofts. Pushed my reference window back, and there we go. Put it back forward again. And it's gonna flip it. There we go. Flip it. Flip that canvas. There you go. But you can see the kind of music like Italo plays. They just, it's just anything, and it just works. But it's just a catchy tune, right? Tarzan Boy is also Italo. I'm sure you know the song Tarzan Boy. Tarzan Boy is a pretty familiar song that's been around for quite a while, for a long while. If you've not heard it, I can link you that if you want Tarzan. Oh yeah, Tarzan Boy, yeah. Yeah. That's the kind of that's the talent. I've been listening to things like that for a long while on stream. I think I just find it enjoyable to listen to. Pirate shanties, oh my goodness. That's amazing. Is he planning to write his own pirate shanties? A bunny shanty? Sorry, first thing that comes to my mind is Captain Pugwash theme. I assume you know Captain Pugwash, the theme. Been streaming for 1 hour 25 minutes. Just keeping the tabs on the time there. Doing pretty well. Doing pretty good progress on this. And the foot took quite a lot longer there, but that's fine. Okay, no, it's fine. No, that's fine. Spreadsheets. Oh. The only thing I use spreadsheets for nowadays is my overtime. Overtime with my work. And the only thing I hate during the end of the month is timesheets. Oh my goodness. Filling out my timesheets is the most boring task ever. Boring tasks. Timesheets. Done a bit more definition here on the nose and everything, so there you go. Oh. Still haven't figured out why it's doing that. The brush does this hard press. I think it's to do with... Ah, okay. I got a feeling it's to do... I think I got a feeling it's to do with the double tap. Or maybe it's not actually. So I'm trying to... Yeah, it hasn't done it there. See, it's bizarre. I'm trying to figure out what causes that strange overlap. It's like no pressure press down, which is really annoying. But yeah, it's randomly appears now and then, which is infuriating. But not much you can do other than just fix it. Right, just get it done. That's the thing about these brushes in Photoshop in general and with Wacom. I've not actually tested what would happen if I try my screen tablets, the XP Pen. I mean, on my laptop, the XP Pen's fantastic. I can use it. I'm using it mostly during lunch times when I'm doing the comic work or line work or just doodling for fun. Painting is great on it as well. So I may think about actually investing in like a full screen tablet. In that case, it'll probably replace one of my monitors. It'll probably replace the one I got here, which I've been using for just general purpose stuff, you know, screens and stuff. Right now, I've got the reference window and all sorts of stuff like that running on there. To be honest, I should probably get it'd be nice to have a third screen. If I keep all three screens, I think that'd be good as well. Maybe have like a screen that I can probably have sitting on the top, maybe vertical kind of setup. I might have to look into that. That'd be good to have. So that way, at least that way, the screen can sit up top instead of me looking down at it. Maybe looking up like that would be good. Yeah, I might have to look into that. Get like a stand that could work for these monitors. I don't think it'll work with this one. This Samsung monitor. I don't think it has any mounts for it. If it does, I'll look into it. But if it does have mounts, I may utilize that. And then maybe that probably makes a lot more. It'll probably make a lot more space on my table. Have everything mounted on the table. Everything mounted, right? Because turn the fan towards me just a bit. It's on one. So hopefully you can probably hear the humming sound of the fan. I need to look at. It's one thing I said before a few weeks ago. So I need to sort out the microphone because right now, obviously, it's picking up the background noises, and I need to put some noise cancelling on here as well. I need to sort that out. The noise cancellage. Right. Sure this all looks spick and span. Oh yeah. Oh well, ask if if Mog's back. I'll ask him then when he's back. This question about a show I've been watching, which is really good. Yeah. Let's get an eyebrow down here. So yes, these shapes here are probably going to be overlapped by the hair if I'm right. Let me just see. Where's the hair? Oh, it's not so bad. Okay. So it's not going to be too bad. No, not too bad. Let's look at the horns again. Talons are it's like a dark orange, which is fine. Maybe just a tad. There we go. There you go. Yeah. There you go. A bit dark here, so I can get a sense of warm glow here, just to give the talons a bit of a depth there. So warm. I'm gonna miss this warm weather because obviously autumn's arrived. That means the cold is gonna be creeping in. It's gonna be freezing cold, and then we're changing my fan to a heater, and that's gonna be. Oh, I'm not gonna be pleased about that because I'm gonna stay warm. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Cool. Right. Her eye. Eyes are more. Her eyes in this in the reference are more animated, anime kind of look eyes, but I don't think that may work. I'm going to do it like this for now, and if the customer says, "Oh, well, I want it like that," then I'll have to change it. But for now, let's just get it nicely so it's the placeholder's there for it, right? and a little bit of shadow under the eye there. And there you go. I mean, expression may change again. I think I may have a little chat with them, and if that's the case, because like sometimes I like making pictures better than they already are. So if it might be a case of reverting, go back in there some more, and then doing some extra fixes here and there, if that makes sense. Yeah. Checking something here. Reference. So one of the things I was looking for, I was going to look for it this afternoon, but I didn't, which is like hands looking like that, you know, towards us. So I see a woman looking at the back of her hands, or front of her hands, should be front. Actually, front will be, yeah. Front of hands. I'm getting a lot of front of hand pictures. Actually, there is one which is pretty good. I think that one. Oh. Just looking through some references here to see if I can find something which can work. I think this one looks good, but it's blurred out. But it can work. Back of hands. Front of hands. Front of hands. I can type front of hands. Here we go. And some rather so I'm not getting the right kind of references. I'm trying to type by typing in front and back of hands. So back, my colleagues haven't been that productive this week, mate. I may have to have some ass kicking to do. Oh dear, that's not good. They've been slacking. That's not good. Slackers. I was gonna say, have you watched a show called People Just Do Nothing? As an old, they recently released a film called People Just Do Nothing, back in Japan, big in Japan. Sorry, not back in Japan, big in Japan. It's like a mockumentary, kind of like Spinal Tap, but of a garage rapping group. It's hilarious. They don't pay to be popular. Oh. Hopefully they'll, once you tell them off once, they'll do what they're told, right? Once you tell them off, it's like, we want some work done, lads. Get it done. Or do you like bend a pipe in front of them so you mean it? So that bending pipe means that if they don't do as they're told, you be bending their heads, bending their necks. Woman shocked at her hands. Shocked at her hands. Woman looking at her hands. Well, they're supposed to be fresh professionals, so I hope I'm tempted to do a full Malcolm Tucker. Okay, you you get him, you get him. I think this hand I've found recently may do the trick. Let's fall towards me. So this is where I should, when I'm doing research, I should do it before I do a stream. Otherwise, you're sitting there watching me, just looking at images here, trying to find that example for this hand, because I've got this hand. I've kind of I drew it, but it's based on from my knowledge rather than reference. So now it's a case of finding reference that will work with it. I think I found. Oh, there you go. I think I found it. I think I found it. Oh, it's a male hand, but it can do. I think it's a transition, so it'll do. Let me copy. Let me find more than one. So that's one of them. Let's see, whatever. Yeah. So let me send you this, because I think you've not seen people just do nothing. Let me find it. Oh, that's not it. Oh. You're gonna love this. Find it. Oh, here we go. Found it. You'll love this. You're gonna love this show. It was out back in 2005, so it's a very old show. I think it's 2005 or 2015. So it's 2015. I think it's an old show, but they made 5 seasons, and then recently they made a movie, and it's so good. I'll send it to you on Discord. Check it out. And there's my. We'll make sure there's a few tabs there. So make sure it's looping. Yep, coffee shop music is looping. Coffee shop music is looping. It's not looping. That'd be not good. Okay, I don't need that woman's hand anymore, because that was like no longer needed. Right. Hand. Where's the hand one? Hand. No. Forehand. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Forehand. Call it forehand because it's closer to us. So I may need to just redraw this completely, I think, which I can do. %. Just gonna. In fact, if I've got rid of that hand, yeah, you know what? I may have to just refix that hand completely, which is fine. Just fine. Let's get rid of that for a second. So I'm gonna have to redraw it. You see. What I should do is, if I push this right to the top. Oh, that's not it. Character render. Is that the one? Yeah, I think that'd be best. So I've just pushed it back so I can actually see the rest of the. I should just probably line it out first before I continue. May mean I have to redraw the arm that connects to it as well, but that's fine. I can then at least move it a bit away. Just fine. Yep. Oh. I can move it just slightly that way, down a bit, to incorporate this perfectly. Then I can just do that and do like a. Okay. That protruding bone might be a bit too tense. There we go. There we go. There we go. A bit higher. Squarish hand there. I'll try and fix that. So we'll erase that for a second. Oh, that's why as well. Oh, okay, that's why. So it's further angled. There we go. Ah, is she? I think the fingers may need a bit more work as well. So I've been let's get these oh. Just hide this away for a second. See if we can try and hide that hand. I think that hand is separate from the form unless it's blocked in. Let me just see where it stands. I think it's actually part of the character. Just going down the flats here. Yeah, I think it's part of the character. What I can do is I may have to paint over. I can probably paint over some of these areas, and once I'm done with it. But I think if we get the hand done first, I think that could probably resolve my woes. I think the hand looks a bit wobbly still, unstructured. Let's do this again properly. Yeah. There we go. Right. Oh, wrong layout. There we go. Just this again. Warm. Oh. I think I made the thumb a bit too short here. If I could probably bring it out a bit more. There we go. No, that thumb is inadequate. But the hand, it seems to be taking shape there, so I'm pleased with this. Let's get rid of that wrist again. Wrist is a pain. So that comes down. So and then that up like that. Oh, well, the hand looks a bit, thumb looks a bit of a. The reason why it's done that is because I think hand's a bit. There we go, it's better. It's a bit narrow. Actually, it looks a bit better. So I need to clean it up a bit, clean up the hand a bit. Wait, did you check out that's a clip, Mog? The Jeopardy G complete decades. Totally is good, isn't it? Complete decades. Decades. I can probably do his accent, but I think I'll be going too far. Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Reminds me of the New Zealand decking ads at first. You should. I definitely recommend the series. People Just Do Nothing. You would love it. There's been some funny moments in that series. Okay, let's close that in. Gonna make that. Oh, this new Logitech keyboard I bought recently from Asda has been. The keyboard's lovely, but I keep pressing the wrong keys because I'm not used to it yet. It's like my other one, that my HP one, which it's at the back there. I'm no longer using because it's a PS2 keyboard. This is a USB keyboard. When I bought the new PC rig, I didn't check at the back, what ports it had, so I didn't realize that this is like a USB only board. Like, PS2's gone out of fashion, I guess, but I didn't have any connectors or anything to connect the PS2 to the USB, so that was horrible. Finished building the PC, no way to run it because, got no keyboard for it. So I have to go out and buy a keyboard. Oh, that was a crazy moment. Yeah. See with me, so what happened? Yeah, that Mog at the time, I when I was building a PC, I wasn't paying attention. All I was thinking about is like, oh, this is like a nightmare to put it all together. Like, because all my PC parts, it all came together, but the final piece, which was the I think it was the CPU and fan, that arrived on Sunday. It didn't arrive Sunday morning. It arrived Sunday at 6 p.m. So it took like another 6 hours, or let's say maybe 8 hours. I think 8 hours to put it all together because I had to take the tower out, take the tower apart, clean it up, take out all the cables, clean up some more, dust it. Yeah, it was dusty. The tower was dusty as hell. So hours to go. Take out take out the old board, clean that up. A lot of dust there and there. Then take out the PSU, clean that up, put it, remove that completely, and then sort out all the tower cables, and then basically put the new board in. But obviously at the same time, I was planning how to put the cables and stuff. Oh, that was a nightmare. A lot of cable tie planning. But it's kind of come together inside. It's still a mess though. But man, it was just. It's one of those old things. Oh. Grr. That's all I can say. Grr. But it got done, and my keyboard is a USB, but mine 1 million years old. Hard to press again. OGO keyboard. Oh, I know that pain. Mind you, mine planned a month in advance and got water cooling stuff second hand on. See, I think water cooling probably would have been a lot more efficient for me. Like for building, I think building wise, I think a water cooling would probably be easier. I could be wrong, but then again, I guess I've not really tried water cooling. So the setup, I assume that, I mean, the Noctua fan was straightforward. It wasn't tough, but I assume the water cooling fan would be a lot easier. Just plug the damn thing in, plug it to the radiator. You're off, you're sorted. I could be wrong. Excuse me, could be wrong. Fingers can be, a lot of people struggle with fingers. I don't struggle with it, but I only struggle with it from the heat. So like, like when the room's warm, my brain is getting warm, and it's like I can't really focus because I'm sweating. Like I'm not sweating yet, but I can feel the heat. So I think this is where having a cool room would be very nice. I think I can kindly get things like this done without any, heat. There we go. That's the one. Yeah. Do do boop 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 boop. Get that thumb, fingers. Oh, let's get the arm in there as well, because the arm has changed now. So there we go. All-in-one water cooling is easy peasy. Custom built stuff is difficult though. Oh yes, yeah. See, I was actually thinking like down the line I was gonna customize my tower, because like right now this tower's old, right? I bought this tower back in 2014. No, hang on, 2014 might be 2004. I think no, not 2004. Sorry, I take it back. 2014. This tower is from 2014, so it's not like the newer towers, right? It's not like the fractal cases and stuff. Cables don't reach that far, so some of the things in here I had to go through the holes and stuff, which it's fine, but it gets to a point where the cable it gets really like squashy in there. So yeah, it'd be nice if we had more holes and stuff, and like I know I've been told that certain newer towers have means of have so many ways for the cable to reach the board. You can put it behind and just put it behind and then bring it around the front and clip it in. There are certain cables which are meant to go at the back and go up and around the top. There's no way you can do it. It's the cable's too short. So yeah, like things like that just was annoying. So I had to just have the cable directly connect to the board, which means this cable just flinging all over the place. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking of like getting like a cutter and just cut some holes manually into the tower, just to add that, resolve that problem. But yeah, wishful thinking. But at the same time, I was just thinking, is that worth? To have the time to do those sort of things, cut it out and stuff. Just more time being lost. I wanted to all I wanted to do is put it together and start going into VR. Went down the route of standard mini ITX and attached a external power tower for. Oh, that's pretty smart. See, I was looking at the square towers. They look really cool. The square ones, the ones that take up minimal space. I mean, the only thing I want is just extra hard drive space, right? Because normally I want 3 hard drive slots. The SATA slots. I don't want like um, the M dot, like the small fast. Oh, I forgot what they're called now. I forgot what they're called. Not M dot two. Plus a few pics in Discord. Okay, I forgot what they're called now. Oh, I've forgotten the hard drives. The really fast hard drives. Oh wow! Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that looks like a fractal tower, is it? That is a fractal tower, is it? That looks like a fractal case, if I'm not mistaken. But it looks very nice. The setup is beautiful. Yeah. See, yeah, that's like this tower. This tower doesn't have any mountains for solid state. That's the word I was looking for. Solid state hard drives. This doesn't have anything like that for support for that. So it is fractal. Yeah, I know from the top part of the button at the top like that. I think that is a fractal case, and the front of it as well. I can tell. Yeah. See that hard drive in particular. Yeah, I think you can only put two like normal hard drives. You can't you can't put 3. The full tower version of that you can, but again, it's like part of me is thinking, well, do I want to spend more money just to, have hard drive slots when I've already got a tower already which can do it, So I went through this phase of do I need to invest in a new tower, do I need these things, or if it's just splashing money here and there for something, for a tower that does right now the tower's got good cooling. It's got loads of fans. It's got a big fan at the top and everything. It's got 2 fans at the front. Oh, sorry, three fans at the front, 2 at the back, and 1 at the side. But obviously, the one at the side's not there because the Noctua takes up the space. But plenty of space, right? I have 2 super fast 512. Yeah. See with me, I want bigger hard drives. I mean, the next one I'm trying to buy is an 8 TB hard drive. 8 TB. That's for the artwork storage and stuff because I need it, right? So yeah, I need stuff for more art storage. Because on top of that, I am planning to go with a cloud service to store some of my other stuff. Yeah, see, I was thinking of going with NAS as well. I think it might be cheaper to buy a NAS setup because I've got the old motherboard now. Yeah, the old one I took out, the i5. That could be used as a NAS setup in another tower, right? So it's just a case of buying another tower now, maybe a mini ATX for that particular machine or motherboard, should I say? Right. So, just gonna make a new layer here and just drop this down. There we go. Da. Aha. So I just want to see where I've been missing these markings. Yeah, I've been told by a friend to go with NAS as well, and I'm thinking maybe I could do that since I've got the parts for it, right? There's no point of keeping a motherboard, a working motherboard around if I don't want to chuck it away or give it away. I could give it away, but it's still a good motherboard, right? It's a great gaming motherboard anyway. I mean, obviously you can play Resident Evil 2 on that, but you can't stream it. That's the only downside. If you're not planning to stream on it, just play games and stuff, then it's a decent machine, decent spec. I'm sure feeding it more RAM would be enough as well. May as well Linux works. Yes. I mean, yeah. I think Linux uses up a lot less resources than Windows. Yeah. You can also get you can also get these not proprietary, but off the shelf kind of setups. For NAS. I've seen on Amazon you can buy these this tower comes with like a bunch of hard drives in it and a software and everything. You just plug it in and you're good to go, isn't it? Armor Wing. Hello. Raspberry Pi, yes. See, I know someone that bought a Raspberry Pi to a coffee shop, plugged in his laptop, plugged in his graphics tablet, screen tablet, and he did some painting on there, on a Raspberry Pi. Actually pretty fun. It's actually pretty fun. It's pretty well, pretty decent machine, you know, for what you know, for that kind of. Obviously, it's, you know, you can't. I don't think you can do heavy duty paintery stuff, but it's damn good. Actually, the other thing I was thinking about streaming more of was Amiga games. Last time I played an Amiga game on stream was Gods, which was died quite a bit on that. That game was tough. Might be good to play some Amiga games on Twitch and YouTube. I use Pi to run my home automations and screens. Screens does the trick. Full PC will be total of yes, yeah. I mean, part of me was thinking to turn the to you if I was going to have another tower set up, like using that board, I can probably turn that into like a streaming machine. So obviously, all the stuff I do, I can probably pass it into that machine, or maybe turn it into like a media server. But again, yeah, but the nice thing about that motherboard, it's a low power i5. I think it uses like 75 watts. It's not a high powered CPU, which was amazing. You know, I did some further reading on it. It's not a power consuming. Trying to think of favorite Amiga games. Oh, there's loads of Amiga games you can think of. There's Shadow of the Beast. There's Lotus 2. There's Lemmings, Captain Planet, Bart Simpson versus the Space Mutants. That game was tough. Strider was on the Amiga. Yeah. I had Strider 2 on the Amiga. I think it's on my Amiga upstairs somewhere. Cannon Fodder was good, but that was a tough game. Cannon Fodder was crazy tough. That game was nuts. There we go. A bump there. There we go. There we go. Start off. There we go. I'm going to hide that line layout. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Much better. Oh, no. Turn that on. There we go. What other games? Monkey Island was on Amiga, but obviously I've completed Monkey Island on Steam already. You know, the remastered version, and I completed Monkey Island 2 as well, didn't I? Yeah, I completed Monkey Island 1 and 2. I need to play 3. I've never played 3 before, so I don't know if I should. It'd be one of those games I'll be like sitting around scratching my head a lot, thinking like the puzzles and stuff. Yeah, that'd be worth trying. They're called a Cthulhu game. I definitely want to be giving that consideration because that looks spooky. All right. New hand. I've got a new hand base. So I'm gonna put this down here. Where's forehand? Forehand's gonna go. It's gone now. So we're gonna use this hand now, and we're gonna push that forward. Sweet. So we're gonna try and oh, under jacket. Oh, it's the wrong one. New hand, new forehand. Once again, I'm just gonna quickly fix this. New forehand. I'm gonna put this under jacket. There we go. In fact, I should probably just do that. Just go up. Cool. Just like that. Monkey Island has too many discs. Yes. See, one of the nice things on my original Amiga Mog is I had well, on my 500 I didn't. On my 500 I had no choice. 500 plus, I had no choice. I had to do a lot of disc swapping back then. But then I bought a 1200, which afterwards I bought a 2.1 gig hard drive, and I installed Monkey Island 2 on that, and boy, it feels good. Oh, you know, no disc swapping. It just automatically just loads up to the next. It's fast. This was like groundbreaking technology at work here. You know, like when you go to the next section, doesn't ask for a change disk. It automatically just loads up to the next section. It's just so good. It's so good. How long is stream for? Oh, 2 hours 70 minutes. Don't have a lot of time left. Should probably wrap things up soon. I'm gonna try and get this hand done. Remember my first PC hard disk was 170 meg, and I thought that was yes. See, I remember when Amiga, Amigas had like 250. I think was it 250 or 250 meg, and I thought, wow, I was like, that's like you're gonna be extremely lucky to have things like that. Speaking of which, do you remember a show called Bad Influence? I'm sure you do. Do you remember that show? Bad Influence. I'll put this 100%. There we go. Oh yes. So I last week I should have mentioned it on the stream. I didn't. Last week I think I might have done. I watched all of it, the entire series. That in Games Master. Yeah, Games Master was good as well. But like, Bad Influence was like ahead of its time. Like, I mean, like obviously, yeah, like, Bad Influence was more about information about upcoming trends and stuff, which is great. You know, like obviously, Games Master is more about games and stuff, like actually playing games and stuff. But Bad Influence was all about what's been going, what technology and stuff like that. It wasn't just about games. It was about technology. I think that's what made it so cool. And yeah, I rewatched it, and oh man, like I even found the website, and the website's got you can download the two magazines. They released two magazines you can buy. The Bad Influence magazine obviously has a lot of tidbits and information and whatnot, and all that. But man, like just watching it now and reading about it, it's like nostalgic moments and of how technology, introduction of new stuff, and obviously stuff on the Amiga and like games that were coming out on the Amiga. Even like they even gone into like applications that for the Amiga as well, like video editing suites and music making programs, and oh god, it's like breath of fresh air, and obviously when they talk about I think they did talk about hard drives, but I've forgotten now, but most of the stuff was games, Amiga games and stuff, and just, I miss that era. I miss that era of the Amiga. It was made me feel so miserable after. I was like saying to myself, oh my god, this was a magical time to own a computer and do stuff, and like it was just great. Yeah, Games Master was good as well, but yeah, I forgot that Bad Influence had that furry mask. Yeah, they were called humanoid saws or something like human saws or something like that. And the funny thing is, right, I was tempted last week, so tempted to do a fan art of the female one. I had a crush on her. Like, I saw her, I was like, oh, she looks adorable. It's like, And what made it worse is that I wanted a T-shirt. I wanted that Bad Influence T-shirt. I really want a Bad Influence T-shirt. I was tempted to send a tweet out to Violet Berlin and ask her if she, if she knows anyone anywhere that can get like a Bad Influence T-shirt. I'd be so impressed if she touched if I'd got one. I would probably wear it still. I'd wear it. I don't care. I'd wear it with pride. You know that T-shirt is like what we grew up with, right? That is like right there, right there. Um, yeah, dang. I want me that T-shirt. I'm trying to find this arm. Where's this forearm? That's that. Okay. Oh, this is a rendering. These are the renderings. Hang on, that's not. Wait a minute. What am I looking at here? Trying to fix this thing. Right, I'm just going to have to make a layer here and fix it here, I think. Call it fix. Fix. Yeah. So what I may do is I may have to look into doing like some fan art of that character, of that Dino's female character, because yeah, she was pretty, and apparently the core design. I think it's not core design. Gremlin. I don't know if you know the company Gremlin at the time. Gremlin. They made the illustration. They did all the character art design work for it and the animations of it as well. They used the PC for it. I thought it was Amiga, but they used the PC for that, and they used green screen technology or blue screen. I've been revisiting my shows. I'm amazed that Team Mallet is still alive. Yeah, Team Mallet is still alive. You should probably send a tweet to him. If he uses Twitter, you should probably send a tweet to him. Mog, say, look, I'm still thinking of you, Timmy. Timmy Mallet. It's Timmy friggin' Mallet. It's Timmy friggin' Mallet. Let me hide this hand actually, because I can see the new forehand. There we go. It's gonna paint over these, fix these thingy bobs here. Where's the forehand? Shorts head, new forehand. Good. Yeah. So this all gonna be going. So I need to like so. So reason why after watching and reading about Bad Influence, I wanted to know more about the characters, the female characters, and that's why I discovered the concept, where they came up with the concepts on the magazine. Yeah, so the magazine's available as a PDF. If you want to link to it, Mog, I can send you a link to it if you want. It's just basically they only made 2 issues of Bad Influence magazine apparently, because it just took too long to make, and obviously the data blast at the end was a lot of hard work for them apparently, because like someone had to sit down and write all those articles and stuff for the TV. Oh yeah, you should watch it. Yeah, it's good. It's so good. Like what? It's. I was talking to after I was watching it, I was talking to some people on my Discord, and obviously some people hate. One of my friends hated Violet Berlin. I said, Violet Berlin, right, is I think one of the only presenters that she is a gamer, right? She likes playing video games, so it's the perfect. I think it was a really good match for what she did, So hats off to her. I mean, because you can imagine like someone like Andy Peters, right? Not Andy Peters, sorry. Philip, no, I forgot his name. Is it Andy Peters? No. What's his name? I forgot his name. Oh, is it Andy Peters? No. Stuart. No. I forgot his name. So I'll have to like. I've got to find his name now. Andy Crane. Andy Crane, that's it. Andy Crane. Sorry, not Andy Peters, Andy Crane. Andy Crane, who was also on the show, I don't think he wasn't a gamer. You can tell he wasn't a gamer. He was just basically regurgitating what he was told on script or something like that, you know. Whereas Violet had a, you know, she was into games, and she, like, some of the interviews and stuff she's done on the show, you know, are really good, and you know she's like good for her, good for her. Yeah, I can ramble on about this all day, but yeah. Let's get some references on this neck. Oh, let me save this. There we go. Oh my god, yes. Yes, I'm glad. I'm so glad. I think the coolest people were, Andy Crane's alright. Uh, what's his face? I forgot his name. Pat Sharp. Pat Sharp. Um, Neil Buchanan. Have you looked up what Neil Buchanan's doing right now? Like, I think after Art Attack, he went back to join. He plays in a band, a rock band, I think. He plays in a frigging rock band, and he's like, yeah, he's doing fairly well. People, you know, doing well for himself. Good on him. I think Pat Sharp's still around. I'm not sure what Pat Sharp's doing. Probably radio DJ or something like that. Dominic Diamond, he's still around, but he's in. I think he's in Canada. I think he's in Canada. He does a radio show up there. He lives in yeah. He's moved over there. I think he's in Canada. At least I think it is. But yeah, like they all moved up. They're all living elsewhere, which is interesting. You know. Getting his hand in properly. They go where the money goes, I suppose. Yeah. Could be. I mean, after Games Master, I think, you know, what more? After once Games Master's gone, what more can you do? I mean, that's the gotta find the next gig. But yeah. So after Bad Influence, right? There's a YouTube channel which some people do, like podcasts of interviewing people from the good old days, like, you know, developers from Bullfrog. Um, Even that guy who there's one guy who was a guest of honor at Confuzzled. He did some classic video games, and he actually came to my sweet party. I think he might have been there. I'm not sure. Um, he got invited during the time when when it was the video games theme a few years ago. Um, but yeah, he got interviewed by them. But Violet Berlin also got interviewed by Jeff Minter. Yes, that's the guy. Yeah, he got interviewed by this podcast people. So the same podcast people, they interviewed Violet Berlin, and it was fantastic. If you want to link to it, I'll send you a link to it if you want to see if you want to hear that interview, and it talks about how Violet got the job at Bad Influence and what it was like to work for them and stuff like that, and how she got into it, and even, how she got into journalism and all that stuff. But it's really cool. I got a bit nosy. I just got a bit nosy about Bad Influence and where it ended up, because like I wanted more. After that show ended. Because like, you know, that show is our time, right? That's when we, our time. It's our time. Ooh. New forehand. Let's put the new forehand in. Yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna erase that other one underneath it. Let me just find where the other one is. This will be tricky. Actually, in fact, if I get rid of the new hand, let's probably get rid of that. What's there? Let's see. Nope. So where is that? Hang on, let's do the old-fashioned Photoshop. Find it like that. Oh my goodness, so many layers. It's not layer 47, is it? Oh. No. Render 14. Nope. Let's just erase that and see what happens. It doesn't do anything. So there's a layer somewhere which has this. Let me just get rid of the rendering stuff. It can't be the rendering stuff, right? In fact, I should probably just get rid of it from here. No, that's probably a bad idea. Trying to find these missing hands. There we go, hands. There we go. Look at that. Just getting rid of that because it's getting in the way, and this means that the fix can take over. There we go. Can then focus on so. What time is it? Oh, I've got over 2-hour mark. Dang, I should probably wrap it up in a few minutes. Yeah, so it's been great. It's been great. It's been a great little hangout. It's been. I think I should probably like do like a session just chatting. You should just come on and just reminisce on classic video games and just play a bunch of classic video games. I think that would be a an interesting sesh. Fire up some Amiga games and go through them. I think you do a nostalgic hour. Yes. Even classic Atari games. I don't know how you are. With Atari games, but like I can recommend you. Let me find it. I think it's Berserk. Yes, I found it. Here we go. I was playing this some months back during like my spare time, and it supports the joypad as well. It supports joypad. If you have like Xbox joypad plugged in, you can play with joypad or you can play with keyboard. There's loads of Atari games that you can play, and yeah, what I was doing was playing it and then just posting my score and let anyone else on Discord try and beat it. So yeah, Berserk was a favourite game of mine on the Atari. Pitfall 2's there as well. Yeah, Pitfall 2 is there. Yeah, you can. If you want, it's a great time killer, and it plays through the browser. So, yeah, what more can you ask for? It works. It's fantastic. You can have hours of fun now. You're gonna be playing that now. Forehand, new forehand. There we go. New forehand. There we go. I'm just gonna drop that new forehand into the pot down below, I think. There we go. If I do that. Oh. That's okay if I just do that and then that's the render jacket, I think. No, shirts. Shorts, head, round, tap, belly. Where's the shirt? Head, belly, head, rendering chest top. There you go. Yes, rendering chest top. That'll need sorting out. Before I do that, there's a few more holes in here, it seems. Hang on. Yeah, there's plenty of little games on there. Little games. Speaking of games, there's the last episode of was it last? I think it was the last episode or the first? Yeah, last episode of Rick and Morty was interesting. It was all video game based. That was interesting. The entire episode was a video game, literally a video game. No talking, nothing like that. Just shooting. It played like a boss. It played like a boss. It played like a proper game being played from level 1 to the final ending. is insane. Pixel kind of game. Kind of game you'd find on a console like a Mega Drive or something. It looks I was impressed. It was impressive episode. Let me see. You know what? Let's put this thing back up top again because I think it was getting in. It was. Here we go. And we'll just put it under the jacket. There we go. And I'll make a new forehand render. Just get rid of the forehand there, the old one, the old poopy one. That can go. Oh. The old hand can go away. Got a new hand. Cool, right. Well, let's wrap it up here because it's 2 hours 36 minutes. Let's save it here. Cool. I'm going to share this progress with the customer. I'm sure they'll be pleased to see some of the progress. Yeah, let's wrap it up here. I'm gonna jump on Discord for a bit. And might work on this some more, or maybe think about that drawing I was telling you about, the bad influence character. May look into that, see. But yeah, I'm going to jump on that for a while and call it time. I'll be back tomorrow with Resident Evil 2. Yeah, I'm already smashing some zombie heads and obviously trying to figure out where I'm going with that one. Yeah, thanks for joining me, Mog. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely night if you're sleeping soon. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. There's people joining on Picato, even though I'm about to end. That's clever. I'm about to wrap up my session, so yes, yeah, let's end it here. So until next time, guys, which is tomorrow, keep watching the skies, and I'll see you peeps tomorrow for some Resident Evil shooty. I think mostly be shooting or running away. Mostly be me running away from zombies rather than me fighting them, because that's the best way in that game. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time. Yeah. Bye bye.